Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scattered by Nature TV, and we're here for another episode of Yassss for the Mess, and we're here to talk about Monique Samuels, okay? Now, Monique Samuels is back on the prowl, doing what she been doing for the last couple of months ever since she quote-unquote quit the goddamn show, okay? What is she doing? The same thing Nene Leakes is doing. Talking about Bravo and the job that treated her so bad, okay? Now, I have an article here from JasmineBrand.com where she did an interview with somebody. I'm going to read you guys the article, give my opinion, and let y'all give y'all's below, so let's get into it. Former Real Housewives of Potomac star Monique Samuels is calling out Bravo for the alleged ill treatment the network put her through. Monique Samuels previously announced that she would not be returning to the Real Housewives of Potomac for any upcoming seasons. Her decision seemingly came after she got into a physical altercation with co-star Candiace Dillard on the more recently aired season, which was season 5. During a recent interview, Monique Samuels alleged that Bravo has tried to ban her from doing press following her fight with her former co-star and exit from the show. She said, "You would think after being quiet for almost a year, I would be allowed now that we can talk about it, I was not even getting press opportunities. They tried to ban me from doing press. It was just craziness. I was like, the disrespect, I just felt like they were treating me less than human." In a separate interview with Basketball Wives alumni Tammy Roman, Monique Samuels elaborated more on her press blackball allegations against Bravo. She said, "I would have to fight so hard behind the scenes all the time just to use my platform. I was getting turned down for interviews and being told by some people requesting me for press that I was told you weren't available and they told me I couldn't interview you." Monique Samuels continued and shared that she has no regrets that she isn't a part of the upcoming season. "I don't miss it. Even when they started filming, the thought of trying to prepare for my life, for cameras, and everything else in my life that I have going on with my businesses that I've been working hard on, I can't even imagine the tug of war." As previously reported earlier this year, Monique Samuels said that she would never return to the Real Housewives of Potomac. "I would never be back on that show because too much has happened, and to me, if people were really genuine, they really feel any type of remorse as they tried to hold me accountable at a time that I wasn't ready. Some of these ladies have done some really nasty, disgusting things, and I have not had not one apology in my direction. My husband has not been apologized to either." She added that she and her husband were treated unfairly as well. We don't feel we were treated unfairly. We were treated unfairly. Without a shadow of a doubt, we were. If you could have heard some of the questions that weren't shown, it was like guns a-blazing in my direction. What are your thoughts on what Monique Samuels said about Bravo? Tell us below. Now, in addition to this article that I just read from the Jasmine Brand, which is basically experts from her interview with Tammy Roman, there was also a tweet made by Candiace Dillard that people suspected and alleged that was in response to what Monique had just said in her interview with Tammy. And the tweet reads, "Shakes my head. I quit a job once that I really hated. I was elated to be rid of a place and people that were just not there for me. After I left, I never talked about that job again because I left on my own accord. It was my choice. Any resentment died with my choice to leave, and I'll just leave this here." Now it's time for Scotty by Nature's TV's opinion on what's going on. To be honest, if Monique wasn't going around constantly talking about this show for months now, I really wouldn't have an issue with her speaking about the fact that she was kind of blackballed. I really wouldn't have an issue about it. But at this point, Monique has been talking about this show and talking about this show and talking about this show and talking about this show. And I just feel like at this point, just let it the fuck go. You say you're never returning, let it go. For example, just like Candiace said, I used to work at Dollar General. That was probably one of my first jobs that I ever had, and this was early on in my YouTube career, if that's what you want to call it. I worked at Dollar General for about 3 years. I hated every second of it. The low wages, the mistreatment, the overwork but little pay, all of that stuff. Luckily, I had a second hustle, which was YouTube, and luckily I knew how to spend my money wisely and save accordingly. That's how I was able to get by. When I left that job and went to the job that I'm at now, 4 years strong, I never speak about Dollar General unless I'm doing, which is what I'm gonna start doing soon, which is my Do-Rag Diaries. If I'm doing that, then okay, I can talk about Dollar General. I can talk about my experiences working at Dollar General and everything like that. But I don't want to talk about that job. I don't want to talk about the mental gymnastics that I had going on in my brain while I was working there. Like, I refuse to talk about this job and be taken back to that particular place in my life. I hated that job. I hated everything about it. That's just the real reality of the situation. Now, do I think that it was fucked up for Bravo to be blackballing her like that? I think it's fucked up. Like, I think that when a person leaves a place, I think that it's very fucked up when they're blackballed and they're not able to do other things. I do think that that's ridiculous. But at this point, you're no longer on the show. So who cares? Like, continue to go to your YouTube friends that you got out there and do interviews with them. Like, who were you gonna do press with? Like, what TV show were you gonna be on? Wendy? Who else was going to interview you? Because as much as we all love the Housewives of Potomac is not that iconic show like the Housewives of Atlanta. Not everybody's just running to interview nobody from Potomac, and that's just real talk, honestly. And it's giving me Nene Leakes all over again. Like, if you feel mistreated, I understand talking about it once or twice, but Monique talks about it all the time. It's like she can't let go. That's how it comes across to me. Like, she can't let go, she won't let go. That's how it comes across to me. Okay? I don't care about what nobody else think. It's about me and what I think of this is my platform. And I can say whatever the hell I want to say. But to me, I feel like she won't let it go when she should. She's looking obsessed at this point. Just let it go. Move on. Focus on your businesses that you keep on talking about. And just live your good life. Fuck this show. If I left a show, I would not constantly be talking about it. Simple as that. But, however, with that being said, what do you guys think about it? Leave it below. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe if this is your first time watching. And share this video. Do whatever you see fit. If you want to follow me on social media, my Twitter and my Instagram will be down below, okay? That's it, you guys. Until my next video, I will holla at y'all later. Holla.